Good afternoon, potential. Word of the week this week is the word plan. 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 We all need a plan, or whether we think we plan or not, but in our conscience we do. Because before you do anything, whether you're just doing it in the spur of the moment, you think about it, and that's a process of planning. So let's just quickly look at this word plan. What does it mean? The word plan basically means having an idea or a goal or a target or your aspiration. What the things you hope to do. You make a plan about it. And it's interesting in life. Somebody has told me this some time ago. It's an old saying. It says that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So if you're failing, that means if you don't, even in your life, as we're going to look at it, that if you don't have a plan or have an idea of where you're going and the things you want in your life, that means if anything comes your way, you just go along. Any road can be the right one, because if you don't have a road, if you don't have a plan, whatever comes along, you just jump along with it because you don't have a plan. So it's very important. When you have a plan, you will not be distracted. Okay, let's look at this word plan. It's an idea, a goal, a target, or aspirations. Okay, let's just break this down. A plan is basically a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. So when you have a plan, it's a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. Also, what comes out of the word plan is a written intention or decision about what you want to do. Okay? A written intention or decision about what you want to do. Also, the word that comes out of the word plan is a map of how to get to where you want to get to. So that's what a plan is. It's nothing mysterious or difficult. It's just to say, I want to get from A to B, and this is how I'm going to get there. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That's all it is. So it's a map of how to get to where you want to get to. Also, a plan is a step-to-step of action that takes you to your destination, like I said before. So why do we need to plan? Why do we need to plan? Well, I would say you need to plan because of direction. Because if you don't know where you're going, like I said before, then any road will be the right one. So that means, imagine you are living your life and something happened, or you meet somebody, and they said, oh, I'm going over here. Then you just jump along, because why? You don't have a destination. You don't have a plan. So planning is very important, because when you have a plan, you will not be distracted. Yeah? So plan gives you direction. You need to know where you are going, because when you know where you're going, you know where you don't want to go. That means if somebody comes and says, let's do this, you think, hold on, that's not in my plan. If I go there, I'll be wasting time. I'll be going out of my way, out of my plan. I'm not saying you shouldn't support or assist somebody. I'm just saying that when you know where you're going and you are very particular about your time, you can't just go along with anything. You can't just accept anything. You understand me? So a plan gives us direction. Number 2, a plan also gives us accountability. Accountability, knowing what you should allow or not allow in your life. When you're accountable, you won't allow certain things to happen to you. When you're accountable to yourself first, imagine you are accountable to your life, and it could be anything. It could be even a relationship or anything, and then you meet somebody, but you have a plan. And the interesting thing actually about having a plan is that when people meet people always talk, oh, I love you, oh, you look beautiful, oh, I like your shape, oh, I like he's tall, oh, I like the way he dressed. And they talk about things and interest, but it's surprising that people never stop and say, okay, I may be attracted to this person, but what is their plan? Where are they going? Does my plan and their plan, do we meet? Can we combine our plan together, so when we are together, we are going in the same direction? That's very important. So it's not about just seeing somebody because they're attractive or because they have a warm feeling about you. There are many people we all have warm feelings about, but it doesn't mean that, you should follow that through. So accountability. Also, number 3, why we need a plan is progression. You know, when we have a plan, we know how far we've gone. We can check our progression that, okay, I was here yesterday and how far have I got to? You know, and that's very important. You know, everything that ever was built properly was built with a plan. You know, I always say this, you know, and it's an interesting saying, you know, it's that imagination rules the world. There is nothing that exists in this world that was not in somebody's mind. Do you understand? And a plan is just basically your thoughts put into writing and in steps for you to follow to achieve your destination. That's all a plan is. You know, imagine you're building a house, you need an architect. You see, the builders, the construction workers, the electrician, they can't do nothing if there isn't a plan to work with. You see, so if you are building your life and you don't have a plan, it means you are building without a purpose, you are building without direction. That's how important a plan is. What am I saying to you today is that I can't, you know about planning, but I'm just trying to encourage us that in our lives we have to reflect on what has happened to us. Where are we going? What direction in life are we going? Do we have a plan for the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Where are we going? You know, or are we just going along with whatever comes our way? It's very important for you and any people in this world that have ever achieved something. They will tell you without a doubt that they had a plan. You know, they were working, it wasn't easy, but they were following their hearts. They had a dream, they had something they were aiming for. And a plan is just something to direct you to what you are aiming for. So it's very important that we have a plan. So, why do we need plans? Why do we think we need plans? You know, in our lives, we need to plan many things. I've put a few things down there. So we need plan for most things in life. But I put like 4 things that I believe that is very important. You know, we need plan for our money. You know, you have to protect your money. I mean, I'm not saying you've got a lot of money or you don't have, I don't know. But my point is, if you don't know where your money is going, you know, eventually you won't have much money left. So you need to know where your money is going and you need to have a plan for your money. Because the world we're living in, if you don't have any currency, you will not be going anywhere. There won't be no current flowing in your life because if you don't have money, sometimes it slows down how your movement, you know, because money opens and gives us choices, you know. Now, I'm not going about mad about money, but, you know, there's a scripture that says the love of money is the root of all evil. Like I said before, no, money is not evil. Money is good. The Bible says money answereth all things. What is evil is the person who has the spirit. Money has no spirit. If you put money in the hands of a good man, he will do good things. If you put money in the hands of a bad person, they will do bad things. So it's nothing to do with the money. It's the character and personality of the person that is using the money. So, like I said, I've written 4 things. The first one is money, then family. You got to have a plan for your family, you know. As a family, you have to sit down and just not just live and whatever happens, happens. But where are you going to be in the next 6 months, next 1 year, 2 years? What's your plan? What's your plan for your family, for your children, or even for your own life? Are you still going to just be the same way as you were last year? Or do you have a plan to say, right, I'm going to do A, B, and C. So tomorrow or next year, I'll be in a better position. So you need a plan for your family. Very important. So whoever you're with, you need to sit down and you need to ask this question. You see, the interesting thing about even family, people, like I said before, people meet people and all they want to talk about is, oh, you're looking good. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, I feel warm. Oh, you make me feel, that's nice. And all those things are nice. But at the end of the day, those things will come and go, and so will your feelings, you know. But if you two, who are the person you are with, if you're not going in the same direction, there's going to be problems. So you need to have a plan and see if your plan combines. Don't just let somebody say, I like you, I love you. That's nice. But then where are you going? Are we going the same way? Or is this life just for the moment or the season? Very important. All right. So relationships. Now, this can do so many things, you know. Relationship, we relate to many things. And in our relationship, we've got to have a plan. Just like I said with your family, even in a relationship, you know, your people are falling in love, but they never talk to the other person. What's your plan? You know, or where are we going? What's happening? Let's sit down and make a plan, even if you don't have one, if no one has one, not just being fascinated with each other's, I like you, you like me, and this. That, trust me, those things will wear out. And what will matter is the core reasons why you're in that relationship, that you genuinely care for that person, and you're willing to work with that person, and you're willing to move forward with that person. Those are the important things, because the feelings and the desires and all that, they come and go, But so you need to have a plan for your relationships. Number four, I put this one there because I think it's so important. Because listen, we live in this earth, in this world, but if you don't have a plan for eternity, what am I saying? So how can you even have a plan? We're not here forever. No matter what you want to do, what you want to achieve, you're not in this world forever. One day we will no longer be here, sadly. But what is your plan for eternity? How are you going to spend eternity? Where are you going to be for eternity? Have you made your peace with your maker? Are you in the road? Do you have a relationship with your maker, with your creator? Basically, what I'm saying is, no matter what we're pursuing in life, these are areas we don't think about or like to think about, but it's very important. Because at the end of the day, anytime that call can come on our door. Many people did not plan to go through this corona, and they're no longer here. So we need to make sure we have a plan for our eternity, And I just want to advise you, if you do not know what to do with your eternity, just call upon God and ask, say, Father, in the name of Jesus, reveal yourself to me, show me. And I'm telling you, God will show you, because your eternity is very important. All right, let's continue. The importance of a plan. Why is it important to have a plan? I've written 5 things down. Number 1, to set your direction and your priorities. Like I said before, a plan helps with your direction and your priorities, to prioritize things that are important to you. Number 2, to get everyone on the same page. Like if you have a family, you have a relationship, at least, yes, we love each other and blah, 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 we have a good time, but are we on the same page? Are we going the same way? Are we working and striving to fulfill our combined dream and purposes as a family and as a unit and as individuals? Very important. 3, simplify your decision making. When you have a plan, you say, what does it mean, simplify your decision making? Well, when you have a plan, you know what you don't want. If somebody comes into your life and they just want fun and whatever, you think, yeah, I don't know. I want a sober person. I want somebody that I'm going to be with. I'm going to be maybe my wife, my husband, or I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I don't want somebody just because they want to have fun. If that's all you're after, trust me, that it comes in a truckload. There are many people like that, just having fun. No responsibility, And when that happens, that can mess up your plan. But when you have a plan, somebody just can't come and do nonsense in your life, because your plan will make you have a good decision making and say, I don't need this in my life. All right, number 4, to create a better future. Basically, that's what we have. That's why we have a plan, to create a better future. Whether it's financially, emotionally, spiritually, for our children, our family, our health. We have a plan so that we have a better future, so that that the days you can't work no more, the days you are not as strong, you've done things, you've put things in place that will give you a better future and a stable, future. So it's very important that we plan. Okay, number 5, so you don't waste your time. And this is so important. Time is the most valuable commodity we have. Don't waste it. Make sure you do things, 1 or 2 or 3 things each day that you tick off before you lie on your bed and say, fine God, I've done this and this, and tomorrow you can add to it. Do you understand? What am I saying is, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You've got to have a plan. If you don't have a direction, every direction is the right one. So it's very important to have direction in life. Very quickly, some things that some people, successful people do, they plan a lot. I've written down 5 things here. Let me just give them to you very quickly. Number 1, these are people who are very successful. They have good habits and everything. I just written these things down. Number 1, they have a system for planning. People who are very successful, who are getting things done in their life, they have a system in their life for planning. Some of them, they will take time off, or they will have a month that they don't do nothing, but just sit down and think. Imagine, We're so busy in this life that we don't ever take time. Even sometimes, if relationship breaks down or things go wrong in our life, do we ever reflect and think about, right, this has happened. Why did this go wrong? What did I do? What was my responsibility in this situation? Where did I go wrong? We're so busy with noise and activities, but we don't take time to stop and think. But successful people, they take time to think and plan for the future and reflect on where they're going and where they want to be. Okay, number 2, they plan ahead. They plan ahead. You know, there is a quote by Abraham Lincoln. It says, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening my tool." Think about it. It says, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree." It says, "I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening my tool." In other words, when you plan, you make sure you get everything right, the things that should be in place. So in other words, then I've got to chop down a tree. So I'm not just going to get any blunt axe, or it says I'm going to spend 4 hours when I find the axe, sharpen my tool, make sure it's sharp so that when I begin to work, it will be easy for me. It will be easy for me. So all I'm saying, planning makes things easy for you. Planning sharpens your tool. Very important. Number 3, they prepare today for tomorrow. What do I mean by that? People who are successful, if they know tomorrow they have a meeting or they have something to do, they get their clothes ready, what they're going to wear, their notes, they read over it, they've checked everything. And so when they wake up, they have time to do what they need to do. They don't have to rush and think, oh my God, I don't know what to wear. I don't know what to wear. Where's my book? Where's my briefcase? Where's my bag? Or where's my shoes? They plan for tomorrow today. In other words, when you have something to do, don't wait till the last minute. Plan the day before. Get everything sorted out and make it easy on yourself. All right? Number 4, they make decisions that are important, or they make decisions on important things. You know, if you are a very busy person, you're very successful, you're not going to spend your time on trivial things. Only things that matter. You know, you can't put your hand in every pie. You know, you got to know what you're good at and stick to that. You know, and delegate to what you're not good at. You know, all of us, we have our gifts. We know what we're good at, what we can achieve, and we know some things we're not good at. So if you know somebody's better than you at something, let them do it. Let them do it. Number 5, they keep themselves up to date with information in the field or in the area they're working in. Very important to be up to date with information. What's going on right now? Like information that used to be in the building trade and the kind of tools they had 10 years ago, 20 years ago is different to what they have now. So information is always changing, man is always advancing. So what am I saying to you? You need a plan. Plan for your life, plan for your family. Don't just accept anything coming to your life anyhow. If you have a plan, you won't be easily deceived. If you have a plan, you know what to accept in or what not to accept in your life. If you have a plan, you will know when to say yes and when to say no. So God bless you. This is the word of the week. Plan. Keep to your plan, and your plan will hopefully keep you. God bless you.